Okay, we are back with another quick update for you guys. It's been absolutely boiling here. I've tried my best throughout the day not to have the fan on, but I did double check with you guys in live stream if you can hear it or not. Apparently, it's not too loud, so I'm going to keep it on because it's boiling, absolutely boiling. So, update on our government and Rishi Sunak, the Prime Minister. Apparently, he's conceding defeat on his latest fight, the nanny state, big government. We've been trying to have this control freak mentality in our country. And yesterday we announced that the government has these plans to increase the size of the state and the nanny state by telling us what we can eat, what we can't eat, what we can do, what we can't do. One of them was about the buy one, get one free discounts that you get in supermarkets. In the middle of a cost of living crisis, this government was planning to make things harder for people because they said, well, buy one, get one free makes people fat. So we're going to stop it. And we're going to stop the advertisement around it. And it makes absolutely no sense. Any research into it showed that it has no effect, really. Maximum effect would be 2% that you could bring down calorie counts. And that doesn't really mean anything if people actually work out. So we now have the government basically saying we're probably not going to do this. This was obviously following a massive fight that the Tory backbenchers started. Philip Davis, who's also on GB News, yesterday let rip at the utterly bonkers policy advised by Boris Johnson and demanded it to be scrapped. He told Rishi Sunak one of the landmines that he, as in Boris Johnson, left behind was the idiotic triumph of the nanny state, of banning buy one, get one free, and other special offers on products that the Department of Health thought was unhealthy. Philip Davis also said, during a cost of living crisis, it is utterly bonkers. So can I ask the Prime Minister if he will intervene, pursue a more conservative agenda, as Mr. Johnson would want him to do, and scrap this ridiculous policy? You know what's fascinating? In 2019, that summer, when Boris Johnson stood as a candidate to become party leader, one of the main campaign videos he did and pledges was to go against the nanny state. But then in government, Boris Johnson's government continued to push for nanny state and increase the size of the state. So it's fascinating. I mean, it's not really that shocking to see a politician going against their own words or giving out empty promises or lie. But when it's too obvious, where is the outrage? I mean, people on the Privileges Committee and in the House of Commons, the outrage they showed about Boris Johnson misleading the House over whether he had cake or not during the lockdown, if they had shown the same level of outrage about every other important policy that a prime minister, for example, or a government talks about, and then they completely lie about it or make U-turns, then we could have proper democracy and accountability. Anyway, Christopher Snowdon from the IEA, Institute for Economic Affairs, also said that repealing this policy at a time when food inflation is nearly 20% has to be the biggest no-brainer in British politics. I mean, that's the good point, because Rishi Sunak and Jeremy Hunt are going around saying inflation is coming down. Sure, but food inflation is massive. That's still quite high, about 20%. And this is just going to hurt the working class people. And Jeremy Hunt, that's what I said yesterday in my video, it's basically Jeremy Hunt attacking the working classes, saying we're going to come for you. And they're already increasing our taxes anyway, and they're going to make it even harder for us to find discounted food in supermarkets. Anyway, this was the latest update. I'm going to go chill for a bit. Thank you so much for watching. I'm Mahyar Tousi, and we are the media.